I am who God says I am. I'm going to get up out of this thing. Watch this now. So that really means that nothing that the devil can do that can stop you. The reason you feel the spirit of defeat is because you have accepted the spirit of defeat. But I need somebody in this service today to make up in their mind that I'm going to shake it off. I'm coming up out of this degradation. I'm coming up out of these problems. I'm coming up out of this situation. God is getting ready to turn this situation around. Say, you may feel like you're lower than dirty, but while you're there, just turn around and say, I believe I'm going to make it. They may make you feel like nobody going to care about you. Nobody cares about you. But watch this, y'all. He cares and he knows everything that you're facing right now. So get up, look at that neighbor and say, neighbor, get up out of your stupor. You've been in a lonely bar too long. It's time for you to rise, shine, and give God the glory. What you trying to say, Bishop? I am what God said I am. Good God of the morning, can I preach this text? Well, we're in the book of Judges. How do we get to the book of Judges? I'm glad you asked. The book of Judges means from Joshua. Joshua dies and leaves no successor. Good God, yeah. But God had a plan. He was going to raise up judges in the land. Because God never leaves his people without an answer or a leader. Say yeah. So all over the book of Judges, leaders were popping up. All over the book of Judges, you see women like Darrell popping. You see this man, Gideon, popping up, as we would say, out of nowhere. God showed up. There is never a place where God cannot show up. I don't care how down you may be. God will show up in your worst situation. God will show up when you're down and out. God will show up with tears in your eyes. God will show up when you feel like all hope is gone, all hope is lost. Say yeah, yeah. What you gotta remember is that God gave you his way. The Old Testament hinges his own promises that was given to Abraham. He said, Abraham, whoever blesses you, I'm going to bless them. Whoever curses you, I'm going to curse them. Say yeah. What you trying to say? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, God gave me a promise of deliverance through Abraham. God gave me a promise of victory through Abraham. Come here, Paul, in Galatians, he said, if you be Abraham's seed, then ye are Christ's. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I qualify for victory. I qualify for victory. I qualify for deliverance. Say, oh Lord, favor. And say favor is not fair, but it is God. God will favor you because of Abraham. Say yes. And the Bible says this, the children of Israel, they were in trouble. Is there anybody in trouble today? Is there anybody that needs God to make a way out of no way? Is there anybody that needs God to turn